Murodov punching his UFC ticket earlier this year, had back-to-back knockout wins over UFC veterans in June and July, Alberto Uda, Wendell Oliveira, and then really picked Alessio de Chirico apart in his UFC debut back in September. The challenges figure to get stiffer, and Trevor Smith is in front of him here.
Yeah, this is a very good test for Murodov to try to get through somebody with a ton of experience in the octagon, in Strikeforce. Stung him with the right hand there. And you know he's tough. You know he's not going to just fold for you. He's a tough dude.
Yep.
But this fight is too pretty. I mean, for Trevor Smith to be fighting this pretty fight with Murodov, it's no good. I mean, this needs to be ugly. It needs to be a little bit dirtier. Right now, it looks like who can strike better, who's more technical, who looks better, who's got better footwork. And if you're doing that, then Murodov beats you every day. He needs to be getting in his face, put his head in his chest, try to take him down and do something differently.
Yeah, and that was nice. Murodov finally changing his levels, not just headhunting, straight right to the body. And you heard that just crush the rib cage there of Trevor Smith.
A lot of efficient body work from Murodov. Now Trevor Smith trying to attack that midsection, but to DC's point, there has not been a takedown attempt.
And then he stops, yeah.
But look at that, you see Murodov landed, big right hand, backed all the way back to where he's comfortable.
Nice left
and
hook
Trevor
there.
Smith didn't really attack him. He's attacking. Oh.
Some redness and swelling around that left eye of Trevor Smith. Ooh, right on the chin. Round 2 coming up.
It's the holidays. Time for family, food, and freaking out about what to get for your parents. Socks? Candles? A sock candle? Wait, just get them a Nest Hub from Google and give them what they've been asking for all year. More photos of you. So when they're not playing their music or checking the weather, there you are. You on vacation, you and their grandkids. Forget you, just the grandkids. One more grandkids. Happy holidays. Love, Nest.
Donald Cowboy Cerrone is an interesting guy, to say the least. From this to that to whatever he's doing here, Cowboy doesn't settle for just any snack. That's why he reaches for P3, the more interesting way to get your protein. With meat, cheese, and nuts, P3 gives Cowboy the boost of energy he needs to get ready for whatever is waiting around the corner. P3, the more interesting way to get your protein.
Murodov has this ability to land this jumping kick because he will throw a jumping knee. It looks the exact same action, but it's the right hand that follows that big kick that's the danger, because then you're taking these strikes in combination.
All right, here we go, round 2. You heard Jamison White there in the corner of Trevor Smith. Your thoughts on the advice to his pupil?
Well, first things first, they told him stop kicking, stick to the plan, and they wanted to move forward and start throwing these punches more. He's getting a little bit caught up and mesmerized a little bit by Murodov. But if he just starts following in the basic combos, when Murodov's being simple, if he follows those strikes in and lands his own big shots, he's obviously got the power, but he's just not setting it up. He's winging punches and he's letting Murodov lead the footwork. He's not cutting him off properly. And Murodov's giving plenty of opportunities for Trevor Smith to close that distance, try to look for his takedowns. I think that's what we've got to do here. Get in there. Nice. There's that right hand to the body again. No wind up behind that either. Just straight down the pipe, right to that rib cage.
And again, that's a boxing thing, right? That's a punch that you see a lot in boxing. The straight right or the straight left, jab to the body. Not only body hooks, you see those straight punches down the middle, hitting the body in boxing. You can see that this guy, like I said, is training a lot of boxing.
Ooh,
big overhand right.
Yeah, big right hand from Trevor Smith. Momentarily wobbled Maxmud MurodoV. Want to check in with the coach, Trevor Whitman. Trevor, good to have you back, my man. What do you got?
You know, the Russian has really good feints in his step. He's got an offbeat before he throws his jab. It's his second beat is when he's throwing the punch. I actually like the low kicks for Trevor Smith on the counter from the jab. But you guys are correct. It's the first punch. Don't think about that landing. Find the second or third. You got to get him going backwards with that narrow stance. At MurodoV, you always see him get that narrow stance. That's also a time to take him down, too. You've got to push him against the cage. Don't just sit on the outside trying to land one punch.
Yeah, see right there, like we're talking about, that's too big of a swing. He needs to just get in there, be a little more simple about it, make a clinch happen, and then from there, he can start using his wrestling.
And their coaches asked to straighten the punches. I agree with that completely. You know, tighten it up. You can't land those loopy shots with a guy with a great jab like that, unless you're closing the step.
Thank you, Trevor. Trevor Whitman's got a hot mic all night. Under 3 minutes here to go, round 2. Maxmud MurodoV continuing to have his way on the feet here with the veteran Trevor Smith.
Yeah, and I think it's John is starting to wear on him. You're seeing Smith get him really flat-footed now. He's wincing at these punches. Murodov's starting to sting him and hurt him with those punches. There we go. There's a leg kick, but he's got to put something in front of it. And if he's going to throw these big punches, level change underneath of it. Oh, man. Now, see, he's making it ugly like you talked about, DC.
Absolutely, making it ugly. I mean, this Murodov is really good. I'd like to see him throw some kicks behind that jab, though, man. When you got a jab like that and it's working, every time he pops Smith with the jab, he can throw that low leg kick, and he would just blast him. Yeah. So Smith not even thinking about anything but the punches right now.
And a knee up the middle, I also think, from Murodov, because he's got Trevor covering up. See how he's watching those overhand rights, and that jab, he's trying to parry it and touch it. You feint one of them, just come straight up the middle. He's going to be open city for that. Open city, what's that? I just made up a term there, John.
I kind of like it. I like that 1-2 from Murodov as well. Whiffed on that haymaker.
Yeah, he did.
But you see that, though, right? When Trevor Smith gets him a little bit uncomfortable, everything doesn't look as clean. Big overhand right that misses. He starts kind of winging his punches. He's just too comfortable. That's why he can fight in the way that he's been doing so far through these first 2 rounds.
Nice right hand over the top out of that brief clinch situation by Murodov. DC, it doesn't seem like the takedown's part of the game plan from Trevor Smith. Corner's certainly not asking for it.
No, corner's not asking for it. He's not trying to attempt him. He's fighting Murodov's type of fight right now.
See, and he's letting him just sneak right out of that side door there. He needed to cut that. Oh, that hurt him.
Body shot.
Nice
Double
right
jab.
hand to the body.
Double jab, right hand to the body.
Just over a minute here to go in the round. Trevor Whitman.
You know, the one thing is you don't have to level change for a takedown. You level change to make him base his feet, so he's not using that fast footwork. You know, even if it's not in their game plan to wrestle, level change up and down, make him widen his feet so he bases. You're going to find an easier chance landing shots. And especially, you can tell he wants to be in a firefight. He's got to get to position first.
Here we go.
Yeah, an entry from Trevor Smith late in the round.
And now you're in this clinch, but the good job from Murodov. Shakes it right off. That body work from Maxmud starting to really pay off.
Dividends, yeah, starting to pay dividends.
Smith has that mouth open.
Oh, he just sat back too much there, too. He took a half a step forward on that, he would have crushed him.
You got it right there, go overhand. You got to start walking the dog, Steve.
Trevor's corner wants him to start throwing when he's close to the side of the octagon.
Knockdown, big ground strikes here, takes his back. Woo! There's the horn, round 3 next.
Lucky it was over. It was over.
Yeah, that was in.
It's the holidays. Time for family, food, and freaking out about what to get for your parents. Socks? Candles? A sock candle? Wait, just get them a Nest Hub from Google and give them what they've been asking for all year. More photos of you. So when they're not playing their music or checking the weather, there you are. You on vacation, you and their grandkids. Forget you, just the grandkids. One more grandkids. Happy holidays. Love, Nest.
Ooh, that's gotta hurt. While the stretcher makes its way onto the field, let's go down to Marty.
Kirk, as you can see, you can never be too protected. But this is a whole other level.
Listen, I know a thing or two about pain.
Marty, it wouldn't hurt to have a little protection for yourself.
Joking. Like your sausage extra crispy?
How'd you know? Eckrich, for your home gate.
Well, UFC Fight Pass is bringing an action-packed close to 2019. Live events every weekend, including Quintet Ultra, as historic organization Strikeforce WEC Pride and the UFC face-off in a one-night grappling tournament, plus the first live MMA broadcast from the African continent with Eris FC1. Also, don't miss the finale of UFC 500 Moments coming next week. All right, third and final round here. Trevor Smith and Maxmud MurodoV The message, Paul, in the Smith corner was pretty clear. You got to pull the trigger. Started that way.
You're in a bad work. Street fight. I won't say it here on air, but his corner imploring him, listen, you got to go out there and you got to throw your right hand. You got to make this a double. There, you've got 1 round left. You are behind. They know that he is not winning a decision tonight. He's got to go out there and he's got to get a stoppage.
Yeah, he's got to go find